Good day, everybody. It's your guy here, the unknown, and today I want us to look at something very important. I want us to look at a couple of beautiful trades that happened today. And guys, I'm really happy because I've received a number of emails from different people who killed the markets today. Guys, you give me energy, and I'm really happy for you. And I say congratulations. Okay, these things happen almost every day. Now just go out and repeat the same thing. Okay. So guys, without any further ado, this is the most explosive trading strategy for indices. If you have been part of this channel for a long time, you already know this. Okay, we have five criteria. The first criteria is to identify trap volume before the session, and I'm going to explain this. Just write them down. If you are new, just write this down. Identify trap volume before the session begins. The second criteria is to wait for the equity opening time. The third criteria is to identify trap volume during the session. The fourth criteria is to wait for the evidence candle, and the fifth criteria is to enter and take off your 50 pips, okay, without fear. Once the evidence candle is there, the worst that can happen is to take a loss. Yes, we take losses here and there, but a loss here and there is not a problem, provided you are actually following proper risk management. Okay, I love this strategy, guys. It keeps paying. Okay. And another thing I love this strategy for is you don't have to be doing anything throughout the session or throughout the day. You just come during the equity session or 5 minutes to 10 minutes before the equity opens, and you start looking for what you're looking for. And once it's provided, you take your trade. Okay. However, the most important thing is if you're coming to your charts and you don't know what you're looking for, you are gambling. You must know exactly what you are looking for every time you come to your charts. Why? Because if what you're looking for is not presented, you're not going to take a trade, and you're going to preserve your capital, and that is important. Okay, so guys, let's go to our first criteria: identifying trap volume during the session. This is important, and I'll be on a 5-minute chart. Okay, I'll go to a 5-minute chart to identify this. Okay, now as you can see, I'm on a 5-minute chart. Okay, who is trapped when the session begins? Where did the session begin? The session begins here, and I told you I do this 10 to 5 minutes before the session begins. So when we are here roughly 10 minutes before the session begins, who is trapped? Everybody below the closing price. Okay, the closing price is this red dotted indicator. As you can see, it marks out the closing price of yesterday, which automatically becomes the opening price. Obviously, it's the closing price of the previous day. It must become the opening price if there is no gap in the market. Okay, so guys, everybody in between the closing and the low of yesterday, these people are trapped. Okay, and guys, if you don't have this indicator, or if it's not working well, just draw a line. Okay, just put in your line here where the price is closed the previous day. It's the same thing. This is where price is closed, and yes, that's if you don't have the indicator, but it's there in my description. It's a free download. Okay guys, now since we have identified this, the main reason is we don't want to be dragged all the way into trap volume. Why? Because most of the days they're not going to release this guy. So if we're going to take a sell into trap volume, we must be aware. Why? Because we might be actually we might actually end up as trap volume. They might be pulling us down so that they can trap us too. Okay, so that's the reason why we identify trap volume. Now I'm going to go to a 1 minute. You can do this on a 5 minute, but by the time most of you get an opportunity on a 5 minute, we will be out already with our 50 pips. But of course, the evidence candle on a 5 minute is more reliable. Okay, but look at this. Okay, the session is opened here. What are we doing? Nothing. Are we going to sell today? We don't know. Are we going to buy? We don't know. The market will tell us. Okay, so since we don't move prices, we want to wait for market makers to actually show us their footprints. Okay, why? Because market makers are sneaky. Okay, remember, 90% of retail guys are losing in the market because market makers are actually manipulating things, so they can do all their tricks. It's okay, we don't have power over that. Okay, they have that advantage over us. However, they can never hide their footsteps, so we are relying on their footsteps here. Okay, so we want to see a chart pattern. There are many chart patterns. Okay, there are many chart patterns. Okay, head and shoulder, triangles, triple bottoms, double bottom, all of those are trapping patterns. Okay, they show us what market makers were busy with. Okay, so as you can see, double top, that simply means they've been sending people up. There are many people who actually bought because people believe in trend is your friend, and people will chase this move. Okay, we don't chase things, we wait for the easiest trades. As you can see here, what did they do? They came down. Okay, and this candle broke down. However, it didn't close down, so we can't take it. You can't say this pin tricked you. Why? Because We don't take candles that didn't close below. Okay, so we can't take this candle because it didn't close below. Okay, and then what did they do? They tried to go up, as you can see, and that's when they broke down with an engulfing candle. This is our evidence candle. Why? Because when this candle closes, obviously everybody who went up is now at a loss and relying on hope. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you taken a trade and they went against you? You couldn't close it because you were hoping that prices will come back to break even, or maybe you used a bigger lot size, okay, and you were in immediate losses and they were huge for you to close, and you couldn't close them. You just hope and prayed prices could come back, and prices just kept going deep until you were forced to close them because you saw that you were actually gonna blow your account. How many times? Many times. Okay, so obviously this is the candle where I took the trade. Okay, USDT, this is where I took the trade, and then I took 50 pips from here. Okay, 50 pips got hit very quick, very quick, actually very quick. I think it was 4 minutes or stuff. Okay, they get hit quick. Okay, and then I took my profit and I was out, and then boom, they gave another pattern. This is the pattern they seem to love. They gave a right angled triangle, and as you can see, they broke out with what? With a beautiful candle. So I know that I'm waiting for chart patterns. I'm waiting for trapped volume. Okay, I'm waiting for trap volume. And then of course 50 pips, I only took this one. Of course now I'm trading into trap volume, but there was a level here which is the low of yesterday, so I anticipated them to at least come and maybe consolidate on this level or reverse on this level. Okay, so 50 pips was delivered before hitting the level. Okay, however they pieced through it. Okay, yes, this is not gonna always happen. Okay, and then after that, what did they do? We know there are people who take trades and then they want to be like, oh, we have taken trades, there's no need to put a take profit because these are indices that can go 500 pips. We just take a trade and close, and then when we come back we're gonna see big profits. They come back later in the evening, boom, they were closed at a loss or at break even if they have trailed their stops. There are many people who trade like that, right? Yes, so the market will mostly come and close you. So that's why we are not greedy. That's why on this strategy mostly we focus on 50 pips. You see, look at what they did. They gave you another pattern, guys. You're already out with two beautiful trades. They gave you a beautiful pattern. Let's bring in the 20 EMA just for extra. Okay, you see this move is inside the EMA, this move is inside the EMA, so two beautiful moves. Okay, and of course they gave chart patterns everywhere. Okay, so we saw who was trapped because the chart pattern tells us who is trapped. Okay, and look at this, they are trapping again. They are trapping up, they are trapping down. Now they squeeze. When they squeeze like this, you have to know that everybody who sold here, whose order got fulfilled here, is trapped. Everybody whose order got fulfilled here is trapped, and now they are trapping going up. Obviously they are showing you that they are not going to come for these guys, and then eventually this is where they break out. Okay, if you took this trade maybe over here, okay, and you roughly placed your stops inside, okay, inside, then you were safe. They kept going up. Okay, but if you took this candle here again, it's still okay. There are days when we'll take a loss. Okay, it's okay. Look at what they did later. Look at what they did later. Later they gave you another rectangle. Beautiful rectangle. Beautiful. This was literally beautiful. So they were trapping above the low of the previous day. Okay, they were just trapping. You see, they gave a rectangle and a right angle triangle. They love this right angle triangle, and then they gave a beautiful evidence candle. Okay, because here yes, this is a beautiful evidence candle, but they pull back. Yes, that happens. Okay, that happens. Okay, so even if you took a loss here, that's not a problem. You see, here's another trade for more than 200 pips. Okay, and you just have one candle stops too tight. Okay, trap, boom. Okay, we now know that everybody who went down is trapped. Okay, and we understood this because okay, they did release trap volume, but okay, again, we know that mostly markets are not gonna go in one direction up until, unless maybe if it's Friday. Most Fridays they will go in one direction, and most of the moves that happen on Friday, you counter trend them, you're gonna pay the price. Okay, but this is not a Friday move. You can see trap traders, they break up, trap traders, they break out. You can see that this move is going up. Okay, so let's go to S&P 500. I want to show you something. S&P 500. Okay, Let's go to 5 minutes. Identify who's trapped when the session begins. Who is trapped? Obviously everybody below the closing price and below the low of the day. So this shouts correlation. This shows you that these indices were highly correlated today. They were giving the same moves, and when this happens, one will be a leader of the other. Okay, so now we know that these guys are trapped. Mostly they might not be released, but when we are looking at this after they've traded, you can see they didn't come and release them. That's what they'll do most of the time. However, let's go to the second criteria, because we use a 1 minute chart. Okay, this is everything we've been talking about ever since we started. Okay, if you look here, I saw a pattern. Okay, are we gonna buy or sell? I don't know. Okay, I'm just there. My job is not to predict the market. Okay, I don't predict markets, guys. I don't predict markets. I am there. I am there for market to tell me what they're gonna do. Okay, when they tell me, I'm gonna take that opportunity. Okay, so I don't even know if I'm gonna sell or buy when I'm coming to the charts, but I know I'm gonna get a beautiful opportunity. Why? Because I know exactly what I'm looking for. And this is why I'm doing this video, so that you can know what to look for if you don't have a strategy. You see, this is a head and shoulder with double heads. You can see they didn't come down, they just consolidated. Yes, make another peak, which is something like a stop hunt over all these guys here. Okay, so this is a head and shoulder, and one thing you'll realize is that we have a beautiful neckline. This is the lowest part they made after making the neckline. Okay, so I can just take it from here like this. Okay, I'll stretch it forth, because yes, of course, this is what they gave. Okay, remember, this is the neckline. Okay, this is the neckline. This is where they came and hit before going and making the second shoulder. Okay, so this is where they hit before making the second shoulder. This is where the body, I love the bodies, this is where the low that they made after making the second, this becomes the neckline, right? And then look at this candle. This is an evidence candle. It breaks and closes outside. When this candle closes over here, everybody who went up is just trapped. Okay, so everybody who bought here is trapped and now relying on hope. Okay, I know many people maybe doubted this one. Okay, if you doubted this one, it's okay. They went in again and then collapsed with a beautiful engulfing candle again. So you could have taken this entry, this one, all of these entries are still good. And then what did they do? Okay, yes, there are days when they will do this right angle triangle. I told you, it seems like they are in love with right angle triangles. You see, this is another trapping pattern. What are they doing? They're trying to trap everybody, to send everybody up. There are people who believe that this is just a pullback, prices are going to continue, but we understand that these guys are trapped, and the market will go at least 50 pips to punish these guys, because there are those who don't use stop losses, right? And look at what they did. They closed again with a beautiful evidence candle. This is one of those days where they give you multiple opportunities to actually scale in. Okay, when you get an opportunity like this, you're not always going to get it, but when you get it, capitalize on it. Okay, add another trade. Okay, if you are not scared, if you have enough equity, add another trade. This is very easy. Okay, this is beautiful. Okay, you see, they make another right angle, they break down two entries. Your first entry, stop loss is here. The second entry, obviously, this is where you enter. Okay, somebody will say, but the pin came, yes, but they never closed you. Okay, unless maybe you are using shady brokers with very big spreads. Okay, but with a normal broker, not enough to close you. Okay, and then they exploded down. Okay, so your 50 pips were delivered. However, we know, at least I was expecting them to bounce here, but we know that, okay, they might not release this guy, so they might be dragging us into trap volume so that we become trap volume 2. But because we are not greedy, because we understand that sometimes we might be taking counter trends, and these are indices. Okay, indices are very explosive. Even a counter trend will give you 50 pips. Okay, so 50 pips hit, and that's when they start reversing, and they end up coming to close everybody who's in profit. I told you that people will take trades and think like maybe they took that trades here, and they think like, oh yeah, we got it, we'll come back later. We don't set take profits because we might be limiting ourselves. Okay, by the time you come back, you will know that you have been closed. Okay, you will know that you have been closed. Okay, so guys, this is what it was given. Okay, and I know that people are doubting this head and shoulders. Let me show you something. You see, double head. Okay, let me show you something. When you look at this playbook, this is the playbook. If you bought the first playbook, I gave you this one for free. If you have this one, even the ones that I'm gonna actually write in the future, I'm gonna give them to you for free. Okay, I won't keep charging you for playbooks. No, 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 no. This is a once-off thing. You buy a playbook. Whenever I write another playbook, I'm gonna give it to you because my goal is to help you. Okay, however, there are costs involved in actually writing these playbooks or producing them, so that's why I'm charging. But I'm running a discount, 50% discount, because somebody told me that they've been following this channel for a long time. So I'm running a 4-day discount. Okay, this playbook has everything you need. Even the videos have everything you need. Here I've explained every step clearly as I take them. Even on the video I do that, but if you need the playbook, everything is here again. Okay, because I went an extra step of putting everything together in one video. Everything, all the steps, everything you look for, all the entries. Okay, so you see, we have this kind of head and shoulders. We have different kind of head and shoulder, more than 6 variations of head and shoulders. Okay, so everything is there. Okay, everything is here. Okay, so right now let's just go to, okay, let's go to German, the German indices. When you look at the German indices, this one was the cleanest one, and I was just testing out today with this strategy, because this strategy is for indices. Okay, however, the behavior of these indices, mostly they are the same. Mostly when you find that, okay, they are highly correlated, they will actually be given the same kind of behavior. You look at this, they are at a very important key level. They are at a closing price of the previous day. And again, guys, this closing price will I'll show you, it will automatically become the the opening price. Okay, because that's the last price that was reached yesterday. Obviously it will be the first price that that will be reached today. Okay, look at this. This is a head and shoulder. Okay, this is a head and shoulder, and this is the neckline. Okay, the neckline was a little bit screwed to the downside. Okay, this is a descending head and shoulder. Is this pattern even there? Yes, I've just showed you on the playbook. This pattern is here. We have an ascending and a descending. Okay, we have different forms. We have different forms of head and shoulders. This one is an ascending head and shoulder. This one is a descending head and shoulder. You see, all these things you need are there. Okay, so guys, as you can see, they broke out here. When you look at this, they literally broke out. Okay, this candle wasn't convincing for me. Okay, this one wasn't convincing, so I only took it on this candle here. Okay, and obviously the risk was too low on this one. Okay, stop above. Okay, stop above. They pull back, and if you look at this again, look at this, okay, they went up before collapsing. This is another trade that gave multiple opportunities for entries. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you take this one or this one, the main idea remains the same. They send traders up. Everybody going up is literally at a loss, and when this thing is happening, just see how small these candles are. They are literally telling you that they don't want to release everybody trapped above. They just want to send more people up. Okay, why? Because people will believe that this is a pullback, so more people are buying, and even those who are at a loss here, they are buying. You know that most people will average on losses. They want to add more onto their losses, thinking that, okay, we are buying low. No, you're not buying low. You are buying into trap volume. Hence why we always start by identifying trap volume, because we don't want to end up being trapped. I told you, market makers are tricky. Okay, they will trick, however they can never hide their footprints, and we understand their nature. Okay, so we are not going to sell all the way into trap volume. Why would we do that? Okay, people are selling here, people are buying here. Why would we buy into people already trapped? It wouldn't make sense, right? And then just look, they just collapse and go beyond 100 and something. And if we were to employ the 20 EMA, honestly guys, you see, beautiful inside. These were the easiest trades, the most easiest trades. Let me show you something from the playbook. I think this is one thing that is hindering most traders. Okay, if we go to page 32, actually speaks about this thing. Remember, your role as a trader is to be present. when the evidence candle forms. Avoid anticipating the evidence candle. Don't expect it. Let it be given. Just be there. Just observe what they are doing, okay? When the evidence candle is given, grab it with both hands and run with it, okay? But don't anticipate it. Why? Because there are days when they will give fake breakouts and then close as a pin, just like what they did today, okay? When they gave a double top, the first candle went down, however it closed inside, okay? Don't anticipate it. Just wait for it to happen. Just be there, okay? Your role as a trader is to be present when the evidence candle forms. Avoid anticipating the evidence candle. Instead, wait for it to appear naturally. Anticipating a trade can lead you to forcing the trade, which isn't ideal. Most traders are failing in this industry because of lack of patience. Traders are not patient, guys. If you can be patient, you will see how much you can make. Why? Because patience is the key here. They are tricky in nature. They're gonna trick you most of the time, okay? They're gonna trick you most of the time, so they're gonna do their level best to trick you. However, one thing they can hide is their footsteps. Wait until they give you the footsteps. Don't fall for every engulfing candle, because even when they're trapping, they're gonna give you a lot of engulfing candle, okay? They're gonna give you a lot. Market makers will always throw tricks which might involve many engulfing candles. I put everything you need in this playbook, guys. Everything you'll ever need is here. Note, time is one of the most crucial factors. Often, the evidence candle will appear near the hourly or half-hour mark. Let's go back to the charts and see what time did they present the opportunities. We will start with US30. Okay, we will start with US30. My broker is behind in 2 hours, but look at the bottom here, down here, we will have the times printed. Okay, what time did they give this opportunity? 31. That is 1 minute after the half hour mark. What did the playbook say? What did the playbook say? What? No, time is one of the most crucial factors. Often, the evidence candle will appear near the hour or half hour mark. It might occur a few minutes before or after the hourly candle, or precisely at these times. Pay close attention to what's happening during these times. You see, they will happen at hourly marks or at half hour marks, okay? What time did they give an opportunity on US30? Exactly 1 minute after the half hour mark, okay? Isn't that beautiful? What time did they give the second entry? Exactly at the hour mark. What did I say? What did I say? Somebody's gonna come and say, these things are so difficult, these things are so difficult. Everything you need is there. I've even tried my level best to put it in the simplest form on the playbook. Just follow everything written in the playbook, okay? Okay, I have a 4-day special, okay? If you look at all the opportunities that were given, you realize that, okay, what time did they give this opportunity? 4 minutes after the hourly mark. So you think this is a coincidence? Is this a coincidence? Ask yourself, okay? Everything happens at the same times. They give the opportunities mostly at these times. Why? Is it a coincidence? That's up to you to decide, okay? So guys, for those who think like they need extra help, they've tried everything, it's not working, they need extra help. I have a 3-month coaching program that I'm launching because I've received many emails and I can't like just take my time every day. I'm already taking my time in actually helping you with this thing, because I'm not only trading, there's a couple of things I'm doing, okay? So I decided to run a 3-month coaching program, okay? Again, it's also at a discounted price. It's a once-off thing, and then every week we will have 2 one-on-one classes where I will actually be trying to help you understand this thing in the simplest way. Even on my videos, I do that. So if you are following this video and you have the playbook, you don't really have to be part of that coaching program, because you already have everything you need to be consistent for the rest of your life. But if you think you're really struggling, because I know people understand in different ways, okay? If you think you're really struggling, I mean people who are really struggling, you've tried it, you've tried everything, but you're still struggling, then that one-on-one might help you, okay? So I have the link to the one-on-one in the description, okay? So guys, everything you need is there. You don't need, honestly, to be honest, I want to be honest as always, you don't really need to be part of the one-on-one program. However, I've came to realize that there are people who still failing to see these things despite the number of videos I provide, despite everything. Okay, so I'm just gonna try to hold your hand and walk you through, but you don't really need it. I'm trying to be honest. You don't really need it. You have everything you need to be uh consistent. Okay, just go and put in the work and understand. But if you feel that you've tried it, it's just not clicking, that's a 3-month one-on-one program, 2 classes every week, and I believe after that you'll be ready. Okay, but honestly, most of you don't need it. Don't be part of it. Okay, only those who feel like, yo, we need extra help, okay, I will do that for you, because I'm really really trying to make sure that you get the advantage and you actually benefit from the markets. Okay, guys, I really love you. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful night. Thank you.